What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We are back in the world of TDK Prison. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off before we all go insane. Insane in the membrane. People have been giving me stuff. I apologize. My inventory looks like a fucking nightmare. I keep asking people not to give me shit, which apparently means in people in my server language to give me more shit, so I do apologize for that. As you guys can see, we have a rather large amount of ores that we're working on. I've had to slightly expand our smeltering operation because it was getting a little out of control. I've also had to start buying charcoal in bulk because, well, apparently when you need to like cook a lot of things, it gets a little challenging to make sure that you have enough fiery things to make the things you're trying to cook actually cook. So it's been trying. It's been trying. It's so hard. It's so hard. But we're making some progress. We're making some progress. However, before we get into today's video, I did want to make kind of a quick announcement. Our server here, we do occasionally... We do our best to make sure that everything we release to you guys is finished and is in good shape. But occasionally, we or somebody that works for us is going to make a mistake, or there was just going to be an error or an issue or something along those lines. And sometimes that takes the shape of an exploit. And I just want to go ahead and reiterate to you guys that we do log everything on the server. Everything. Everything you say, everything you do, every transaction you do, every person you talk to, every private message you respond to, every single bit of information that you do or process on our server is recorded in one way, form, or fashion. We do that because not all of you are nice, honest people. So last weekend when Icy was updating the store, because I fucked up and forgot to put emeralds in E-Ward, which is my bad, that means we also didn't have E-Ward buying. We weren't buying emeralds there. So Icy went to set up buying emeralds there. Except when he did it, he screwed up and actually started selling emeralds there. The problem with that is when you start selling emeralds at cheap prices, cheaper than the commissary, which is not a problem if it's when you're buying, but it is a big problem when you're selling. People were then able to buy emeralds in bulk and then sell them at the commissary in bulk and make ridiculous profit. Basically double their money. So we had a few folks that thought it would be a good idea to do this. The most heinous offender did it 97 times with a full inventory, which then of course meant he had ridiculous amounts of money. So we got notification of this today when we started, well, actually one of the guys decided to report the issue after he transferred all the money off to his alt. We had to take a look at it and we were like, wow, okay, somebody made $57 million on Sunday, so that's not right. So we got to spend pretty much all morning today. Instead of doing work or adding features or doing something worthwhile, we had to spend the day basically transacting every single transaction on the server for the last 5 days. See who all was involved, who knew what when, how they figured it out, who they interacted with, etc., etc. And we found some folks who did it by accident, i.e. they didn't realize they were doing it. They only did it once. And we've got some folks who did it like 5 times. And then we got folks that did it like 18 or more times. So if you accidentally bought from this sign like 3 times, that's not a big deal. We're not going to yell at you. You know, stuff happens. You know, everybody's going to find an exploit every once in a while. It's the guys who used it over and 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 over again. So basically, anybody who did it more than like 3 or 4 times, they are going to get a 2-day ban. That means for 48 hours, you will not be able to log into the server or do anything. After that point, when you get back on the server, you will notice that whatever progress you had on the server has been reset. Several of these people were Prestige. Well, you will no longer be Prestige. You will no longer be an E-Ward. You will now be relocated to A4 with an Eco reset, which means it'll be just like you logged onto the server for the first time. Some of you guys think that's a little unfair because you managed to get to E-Ward legitimately because the issue was in E-Ward. But when you abuse something to the point that we're talking like tens of millions of dollars, you kind of get what's coming to you. You all ought to be very thankful that you aren't getting permanent bans. Unfortunately, several of these people were donors, so keep in mind that just because you donate to my server doesn't mean you get to do whatever you want. There are still rules. And you will still need to apply or abide by them. And if you don't, well, you'll get banned just like anybody else. So this long list of people will get named and shamed on the website. I will list the people who did this and why they are, or what actions we are taking and what's happening to them. So everybody on the server will know who the exploiters are. We are also going to eco-wipe one of the friends because 3 of the exploiters decided to send money to a buddy in the neighborhood of around 10 million. This buddy may not have partaken in the actual setup, but this buddy did receive $10 million from his close personal friend. And that didn't raise any red flags on a server that's brand new. So if somebody sends you $10 million out of the blue, odds are something's a little off. You might want to ask around, maybe report it to a moderator. So keep in mind, if one of these guys had, well, one of the guys actually did report this to a moderator, but he only did this after one of the other guys offered to sell money on the server. He realized that we were fixing to find out what was going on, and so he transferred all of his money off to his alt and then decided to let staff know and act like he was completely innocent. If he had not exploited it, probably would have received a rank, gotten a nice little promotion. He'd probably be rocking somewhere in Inferno right now with an X pick, thanks to his dutiful notification. But since he chose to exploit it 98 times, that's 98 full inventories of Emerald blocks, he will be joining all of you with a nice 2-day ban and an eco reset. For those of you guys who didn't exploit, you got no problems. There's not going to be any issues. You're going to be rocking and rolling just like you were previously. Nothing's going to happen to you guys. And we've since removed all of the money from the economy, so it shouldn't affect the economy really in any real way, form, or fashion. Just keep in mind, guys, you know, it's a game. It's meant to be fun, and if you're going to find ways to break it, we will find out, and it's going to end bad. And, you know, there's just no reason to do it. So, like I said, report it. You'll get rewarded. Don't abuse it, because you will get caught eventually. And, you know, this is probably going to be the only time we are merciful. Normally, we would just immediately permaban people. But this time, we're going to be a little nice about it and give you guys just a 2-day ban and an eco wipe and an eco reset. So they will keep their donor ranks. I'm not going to wipe that because they did pay real money for that. But, you know, like I said, keep it fun and friendly. Let's not turn into those guys, please. That's just asking. Just asking. So obviously, you guys have free will, so you're welcome to do whatever you like. I can't stop you. I can stop you with a /ban, but I would really rather not have to ban you guys because, you know, you guys are my subs. I enjoy playing with y'all. It's you know, it's a lot of fun being able to play with you guys on the server, and you know, the server's fun. So let's play it the way it's meant to be played, and let's leave it at that. So enough BS about bannings and stuff. As you guys can see, we have a rather large amount of, well, where are they? Yeah, rather large amount of blocks here that we're getting ready to take care of. I am going to finish processing all of this stuff, and then we're going to make a run for the commissary. I'm going to see if we can't, by chance, get in there. So give me just a sec, folks, to finish smelting all of this stuff, and we'll head over to the commissary and see how we do. All right, so we have combined everything. I am going to go ahead and deposit these here. That's 12 attack. Versus 9.5. Yeah, I guess we'll go with this. That's the Nova sword. I was kind of tempted to just stick with the other one, but 12 attack is definitely better than 9 attack, hands down. Not even close. I think we've cleared everything out. With the exception of those diamonds, which I don't really care about. And I'm going to take 1 God Apple with us. We'll take 2. That should give us enough to get to the commissary. Should anyone try to stop us, unfortunately for them, we will see. Fortunately, we only have 2 sword. I would like a little bit more than that, but we'll have to see. We shall have to see what happens, yeah. All right. So we have 60 levels almost. That should give us pretty quick the ability to make 2 more top tier swords. I'm going to continue to try and get some really damn good ones. I don't see anybody out here in the PvP area, so we're going to go ahead and make a run for it. Nobody has attempted to stop us. Yeah. Oh, there's 2 people. 3 people. Okay. Well, we'll come over here and sell. Get in and out of here real fast. All right, there we go. Sell our ingots and our gold. There we go, and our gold. There we go. What does that put us up at? We were at 58K. We are now at 920,000. So we have lost just a bit of money compared to what we were at yesterday. If you guys remember, we were at 1.6 million yesterday. So something has gone awry. It may be the fact that I was buying all of the, what is it? All of this charcoal. I don't think so, though. I mean, that's a lot. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I know a few people donated a large amount of money to me, and we had to reset it. It's possible that I may have accidentally, what was it? One of the exploiters sent me 4 million, so we had to reset that. It's possible I may have lost some of my own money in that exchange, because I could have sworn we were at 1.7 million yesterday. So we haven't done anything. I haven't spent that much money, so I'm not sure exactly where my moolah went. But it's all good. We'll make it back. We'll make it back. Since we do have 30 levels, we're going to jump up here real fast and see if we can't do a little bit more enchantificating. There's 30 levels. Oh, knockback 2. That's not bad. I don't think I can put knockback 2 on this. We'll check. I know I can't put my whole thing on here because I was going to try and put fire aspect on it. Oh, well, hello there. Hello. Yes, that's actually pretty nice. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go ahead and do that. I don't like the Unbreaking 2 on it, but I can deal. So the question now is, now that I've got knockback 2 and that, the question is, can I combine this to get fire aspect? I don't think we'll be able to, but we can try. Fuck. Yeah, because obviously the sharpness is ignored. The knockback, actually the knockback may not. I don't know if knockback 3 is actually a thing. If knockback 3 isn't a thing, then that's probably why. Because I do just want the fire aspect at this point. So, poopy. What we'll probably have to do then from here is I'll probably have to just keep enchanting until I get those set up by themselves, which is kind of a disappointment, but is what it is. Smite 4 and Breaking 3. Fire Aspect 1. Let's see if we can do that. Yes. Let's see if we can do that, because even Fire Aspect 1 is better than none. Oh, nice! Nice! Brilliant! So we will be able to get Fire Aspect on this thing, and then we'll rename it to my new banhammer. Pyro's new and improved banhammer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Brilliant. Wonderful. That is going to conclude today's episode. Unfortunately, we seem to have lost like $900,000 somewhere, and I don't know where my money went. So I got to figure that out, because that's a little disturbing that I just suddenly lost $900,000, especially since I haven't bought anything. That does concern me just a small amount. So if we can figure out where my money went, we will carry on with that. I don't have hardly any voting keys, so we're gonna save that for next video. Hopefully we'll have about 10 or 15 for that. That's gonna do it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, slap that like button. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.